Alright, for today's video, we are talking about graphing inequalities, which is actually the first part of linear programming. As you can see, you'll have three different types of equations you can see. You'll have ones with just a y, you'll have ones with just an x, and you'll have some that'll have a y and an x. Each one of these will give you different situations where your lines can be drawn. If it just has a y in it, you should expect your line to be horizontal. Because at that point, we want to know all the values where y is -3. So if you think y is -3 here, it's -3 here, 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 all the way across, so it makes a horizontal line. For our x, if y makes a horizontal line, just having x will do the opposite and make a vertical line. So if you think, we want everywhere where x is 5. So it's 5 here, 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 and then all the way down to here, 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 which makes sense. Now if we have both, we can see one of two. We could see either an upward diagonal line, or we can see a downward diagonal line. It just depends on the situation we have. The next thing we have is we have these little symbols right here. These symbols tell us about our shading. So if our symbol looks like either a less than or a greater than with an equal sign, these ones will have a solid line. Because that equals means the points that are on the line are included in our answer. If we have one that's a less than or greater than only, those ones will have a dotted line, because that indicates that the points on the line are not included in our answer. So using this, let's go through our 3 points here and draw our lines. So first off, we have y is greater than or equal to -3. Because of this equal, I know it's going to be solid, and I know it's going to be horizontal. So let's find our -3, which is right here, and we're going to draw a horizontal solid line at that point. There is our first line. Very easy. Secondly, we have this line. Now, this one does not have an equal sign, so it tells us it's going to be dotted. And because it's only x, we know it's going to be straight up and down. So let's go to where x is 5, and we're going to make a dotted vertical line at that point. So you can do yours as dashes. Some people do it as a solid, and then they go through and erase bits and pieces of it. And if you look, we have an intersection right here. So I want to put my point right there. These intersections are important in what we're learning about. And let's do the point coordinates. We have 5, -3. And don't forget your parentheses around your coordinates. There we go. Now our third one. Our slope here is positive. So that tells us we are dealing with an uphill line. We're talking about this one right here. Now, because this is a less than with no equals, it's going to be a dotted line. So let's go to our y-intercept here, which is our -2, and put our point. And there's our point right there. From there, we're going to do a slope, which is our rise over a run. So we're going to rise 1 and run 2 from that point. So there's 1, 2. There's our second point. Rise 1, run 2. Rise 1, run 2. So I know I'm going to intersect somewhere around here. And let's continue the other way until we've run off our chart. So down 1, 1, 2. Continue the pattern. Down 1, run 2. Down 1, run 2. And because it's going to be a dashed line, let's kind of approximate what it's going to look like. And so these are all going to have arrows because they all continue. We have no limits on them. So I have an intersection right here. And we have one right here. So this coordinate's pretty easy. We have -2, comma, -3. Over here, we have 5, comma, 0.5 or 1/2. It doesn't matter. You can do either one. And at this point, we have now gone through and done our graphing inequalities and found the intersections.